An observation at an airport lounge is now sparking a wider conversation about travel etiquette, accessibility, and fairness. A Bengaluru based CEO shared something that he noticed while waiting for his flight, and that moment quickly turned into a viral debate online. Well, the incident involves Sumit Ramani, co founder and CEO of Protect Me Well. In a post on X, Ramani described watching a woman, not randomly, but possibly in her 60s, being brought into an airport lounge in a wheelchair by airline staff. Nothing unusual at the first, but wheelchair assistance is commonly used by the elderly passengers for those who need help of navigating the large airports and basically who are unable to walk by themselves. But what happened the next moment caught his attention. According to Ramani, once inside the lounge, the woman stood up with ease. He said then she walked across the floor wearing reasonably high heels, picked up a generous loaded plate of food, and walked back without any visible difficulty. Ramani said that he was trying very hard not to judge, but the moment left him surprised. He later clarified that there could be a valid reason behind that, but the woman may have had a medical condition or so on that makes a long distance walking difficult, but not the short term. She may also have paid for the convenience charges which some airports offer. Well, these services sometimes include wheelchair assistance regardless of the mobility issue. Ramani also did not mention which airport this incident took place at. Still, the post quickly gained traction online and triggered a heated discussion. Many users agreed with Ramani and said that misuse of wheelchair facilities at the airports is becoming more common, and it is more around the Indian origin people. They argued that complimentary wheelchair services are meant for just the elderly passengers, people with disabilities, or those who genuinely need help. And if misused, it could create delays and reduce the availability for the passengers who rely on them. While others strongly disagreed. Several users even pointed out that not at all disabilities are visible. Some medical conditions allow people to walk for the short distances but make long walks across the terminals difficult. So that is why the wheelchair was adopted. While the large airports often require significant walking, which can be challenging for people with heart issues, joint pains, or neurological conditions. In such cases, wheelchair assistance may still be necessary. Some users also highlighted the availability of paid services, and these services allow passengers to use the wheelchairs, buggy riders, and the priority moments through the airport. Well, the supporters argued that if the women paid for such a service, there would be nothing wrong if using a wheelchair for her convenience. Well, the conversation also reflects a larger issue behind that. In recent months, several airports in India have reported rising requests of wheelchair assistance, and this has led a long queue and a pressure on staff. Some travelers have demanded stricter rules, while others actually are against the passengers without knowing their health conditions. Well, experts say that the situation requires a balance of opinions. Accessibility service must remain easy to use for those who genuinely need them. And at the same time, authorities may need better systems to prevent misuse without creating any embarrassment or discrimination. Now, with that being said, there's a takeaway in this story. A small moment inside airport lounge has triggered a much bigger conversation, especially around Indian origin people. It highlights how sensitive accessibility issue can be, and without knowing the full story, conclusions can be misleading. As the travel increases, airports may need a clearer policy, but empathy and caution remain just as important. What do you have to say about this? Make sure to comment down below.